guys, welcome back. I'm Krista from PlantLuxxe. Hey, I'm solo today, so this is me filming myself. I've never done this before. I have no camera person. I am alone, which is like hardly ever. So I just wanted to get a quick video in and say hi. How you doing? So, hey, I am starting a new series here on YouTube called Plant Shots. Yeah, Plant Shots. So that's just like quick, easy plant video. I think I want to keep them to like under 3 to 5 minutes. Want to get content out there for you guys. I wanted to do a propagation and potting of a dogtail cactus because I talked about this plant in my last video and it was a lot of fun and I just got excited about it. So I am going to show you what I do with my dogtail cactus when I propagate it. So let's just get right into it. Yay! So today we are going to talk about the Dogtail Cactus. And I love this plant because it is so cool and interesting and the structure is amazing and it is so fun and easy to propagate. Literally, this plant requires such little care that it is just unbelievably easy to own. So I recommend if you can find one of these, find one. If not, you can always check on plantluxxe.com. We will have several of these dogtails, first come, first serve. We'll have a limited supply. So if you absolutely want one of these plants, if you start with a baby, these reproduce so quickly. I cannot even tell you how easy it was for this plant to have literally 3 of these and make a new one. So I was inspired to do this video today because of all the breakage. They break quite easily, so you have to be careful, but you can propagate all of these little breakage places. So anyway, if you're interested, we will be selling these. But any part of this plant you can take off and propagate, just like I did this one. So you can take it off and do that. So I guess I'll take my propagations. I'll put the soil in here. And I'm gonna make a new plant. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a new plant. So here's my canvas. Literally, take it and you pop it in, and it's easy as that. So I try to look for the broken parts, you know, places that look like they're falling off of the plant. Like this one's kind of hanging here, so I would get rid of that one. Just pull it off and then stick it in the soil. Literally, it's that easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for places on the plant that I could just easily take off and then stick in the pot. And that's what I'm gonna do. This thing will propagate from any place on the plant. It's just so unique and interesting. And as far as like care tips for this plant, you know, you really can't go wrong. I say that with a few caveats. So what I wanna do today is I wanna take one of these guys out of the pot because check this out, guys. Look at these crazy roots. Not only are they coming out the top, but they are also coming out the bottom, and they are just, the roots are everywhere. This plant is obviously in need of a repot. And yes, I did pot this plant in a recycled pot that I had hanging around the garage. So, yeah. I try to recycle stuff like that as much as I can. So I'm gonna take it out of the pot and it's very tight in there. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm gonna squeeze the pot and I'm gonna take it out of there. Oh yeah, let's look at these roots. Let's check this out. Check it out. So you can see the roots are wrapping around nicely. All right, cool. And I'm gonna repot this baby first and then I'm gonna put my propagations right in the pot. So if you take a look at this one, you can kind of see in the middle where it started a little bit of plant death because it got too dry. But if you put it in good sunlight, it'll get really spiky, but soft spiky. It's kind of really neat, the texture of it. It's like this one, I can touch it. It's a little deeper green. It's in a north facing window. So I touch it and it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of a nice, not too prickly. But these guys right here are in a south facing window and they have a lot more pricklies on them. Like I don't know, like a lot more pricklies. And anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put some soil in my pot. I'm gonna use a terracotta pot. It doesn't seem to mind the drying out. So, and it seems to do really well in a terracotta pot. So I'm gonna go ahead and trust it. And then I'm just, I'm gonna fill it up with some soil. You can use, cactus soil. They have a lot of different varieties. You can make your own soil as well if that's what you prefer. I'm just using a standard, cactus mix, cactus potting mix. You can buy it at any of your big box stores. You can go to a nursery and buy it. They have it everywhere. So then I'm just gonna make a little hole for my old plant. Normally I would have an empty pot to do this with, but that's okay. Just trying to make a little place for it to live, easily slide into. So there's like a hole in there, okay? And then I'm gonna just drop this guy right down in. And then I am going to put the soil around the base, okay? So one of the things about this plant is that when you are trying to fill it with soil around the base, it gets stuck in all the little, what do you call these things? Feelers? I need to look that up, sorry. Like I said, I only own one cactus. Yeah, so it'll get stuck in those little hairy things, those little pricklers. Okay, so I'm just gonna scoop some in, go around the base. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I have no camera person. I think I already said that. Okay, and this one's really prickly because it was in a south-facing window. So you might want to wear gloves. Me, I'm gonna brave it. I'm braving it tonight. Stick some soil in there. It's gonna be a little messy, so you might want to make sure you have a, something to catch the dirt that falls off. But these guys, these take pretty good to a repotting situation, and you will see that your plant will probably triple in size. I mean, I already feel like this might be too small of a pot, but it's what I had on hand, and I really liked this pot, so I wanted to put it in here. How cute is that, right? So in order to get the soil down around it, I shake it a little bit, and then if there's any holes on the top of the soil, I try to fill it in around the base so that way all of the, all the roots get some new soil, some fresh nutrients. All right, so I'm gonna stick some right underneath there. Okay. And here is the end result. Look at this cutie pie. It did look like this, and now this. And then I would take it into the sink and shower it off and give it a nice watering and just let it do its thing. That's what I would do. All right. So to recap, we have the pieces that fell off. We just placed them directly in the soil. Then we're gonna go water them, and then we're just gonna leave them. And what you'll wanna do is you'll just wanna let the soil dry out between waterings. This is a very drought tolerant plant. I water my big dogtail, this one right here, about once a month. And it does seem to, these stems get very heavy and they automatically just drop these little babies. So that's when you pick it up, put it in soil, and you have a new plant. So, I can't tell you how many times I've seen this plant drop these, and you just keep making new plants. That's what we're here to do, make more plants. Look, see how many I'm picking up just literally off the top. So if you look on your plant, you might be able to find a whole bunch more plants just waiting to happen, because they tend to just stick around and they just kind of wait around, for someone to do something with them. So I guess what I'm trying to say is it's pretty hardy, and you will get, this plant is pretty hardy. This plant is very hardy, and you can make a really pretty gift for someone or gift for yourself. And there's a lot that you can do with a dogtail cactus. when you're propagating. There really are no limits to this plant. One of the really awesome things that really caught my attention about this plant were how many babies hung off of the cactus. I think it's called a stem, but there are several. They just hang around, you know, and they just wait for someone to pluck them and plant them, I guess. But anyway, this is a fun plant for me. I really enjoy it. And I hope that you go out and get yourself a dogtail cactus. Like I said, I will be having these on the website if you're interested. They're lots of fun. I highly recommend them. Well, anyway, until then, enjoy your propagating, happy propagating, and happy potting. So I'll see you in the next one.